Welcome back to Houston Live. Homeowners, we've got a question for you. When was the last time you inspected your home's roof? Well, missing shingles or leaks could be signs your roof is in need of repair or replacement. Joining us now with more on what we should look out for, Usslyes Logan with Roof Fix Houston. Welcome back to Houston Life. It's good to see you.
It's good seeing you again.
Okay, I was peppering you with questions during the break.
Yes, you were.
20 years, give or take, is about the length we should expect our roofs to last?
Yeah, sometimes a little bit more, just depending on the technology on the newer systems. But, you know, if it was the original contractor roof, then a lot of times those are going to be less life expectancy.
Well, and here in Houston, we have wind. We have really extreme weather, from the rain to the wind to the hurricanes, all of that. What are we looking for? I mean, what are some of the first signs to look out for, an indication that there could be a problem with our roof?
A lot of times if you're inside your house, you know, sometimes you're going to see water coming through maybe a bathroom vent. You know, maybe through a light fixture, you know, places you wouldn't really think of it as a commonplace, but it's going to come through those areas. If it's staining your sheetrock, that's another problem. If you go outside, you see shingles on the ground, you know, those would be problems as well.
And that's a common sight here in Houston, especially after a windstorm or a hurricane.
Right, and we definitely get a lot of high winds here. And especially if you live kind of in the Heights area, a lot of those buildings are 3 and 4 stories tall, so they really get a lot of additional winds in those areas. So.
And okay, let's talk, that's a really good point, because there are so many tall homes in the Houston area. What kinds of maintenance should we be doing to our roofs? Or, I mean, should we be calling you every single year to just come take a look and make sure everything's okay?
Yeah, we do have special programs, like we call them roof tune-ups, same way as you would, you know, tune up your car. You know, you're supposed to, you know, tune up your roof every 3 to 5 years. So you need to make sure you're resealing all your pipes, all your vents up there. A lot of times like I said, there's a lot of contractor grades, so they're using just plastics. And those plastics are going to fail instead of using aluminums or metals or stuff like that. That would be a better material and a higher performance material.
Okay, so even if we're not seeing leaks or anything coming through the light fixtures or vents, it's a good idea every 3 to 5 years to have that maintenance done just to seal up any cracks.
Right, you want to make sure you're taking care of those things before anything major happens. You know, it is your responsibility as a homeowner to take care of any maintenance on the property. To mitigate any damage that would, you know, potentially happen.
Ignoring the problem is probably not the way we want to go, right? Because if you have a leak or you have some sort of intrusion, an issue that's allowing water or the elements to come in, that can lead to other more costly problems down the road. Is that right?
Definitely. You know, if you have a lot of water that comes in, it ends up, you know, damaging your sheetrock. You definitely don't want to have your whole ceiling fall in and be sitting in your living room with a bunch of insulation and causing a you know, very large mess.
Well, and doesn't that also potentially lead to like mold growth or structural issues?
It definitely can have that effect as well, especially with some of the products. You know, you're using, you know, a lot of contractors use an OSB material, which is kind of a wood that is chipped together. So anytime moisture hits that, it's going to cause that material to fail and be real soft. So it could cause, you know, great damage to the property.
What about other types of roofing materials? Because a lot of us think of a roof and we think of traditional asphalt shingles,
Sure.
But a lot of homes have different styles. And do you take care of those as well?
Yes, we do. We do metal roofs. We do modified roofs, which are kind of commercial roofs that you would see maybe on a 7-Eleven or a McDonald's. We do standing seam roofs, which is another type of metal roof, and then we do stone-coated steel roofs. So we can do any type of roof that is out there, from commercial, residential, and then we even do a roof that is now called a fortified roof that a lot of the insurance companies are wanting you to have. You know, it's the same way as if you was to install a roof, say, in Galveston. It's going to come with those same types of criterias. So, you know, a lot of the major insurance companies are wanting homeowners to do fortified roofs is the new system that they're wanting.
Okay, so if you're a homeowner and you're told by your insurance company that you need a fortified roof or they want you to do that, do you guys work with the insurance company to help make that happen?
Right, we're certified to do that, and then we can get you a certificate stating, you know, that you have a fortified roof, so you can get the savings from your insurance company. As well as if you did, say, a metal roof, those get a lot of insurance discounts as well.
Okay, got it. And you do have a certified team. They're highly trained. Talk to us about, as homeowners, how do we know when patching and fixing and doing all those repairs should really just be replaced by a full replacement?
Yeah, the whole thing is not every roof needs to be replaced. You know, sometimes it is just something minor, some type of a maintenance situation that needs to be taken care of. So that's where, you know, we would come in. It's a no obligation. It's not going to cost you anything for us to come out and take a look and tell you kind of what the situations are.
You're going to give them an honest assessment. And very quickly, just to remind our viewers, a lot of times after a leak or some sort of issue with your roof, there are other things like a bathroom or a kitchen or something that needs repair, drywall. Your team takes care of all of that as well.
Yes, we can do that as well. So we can help you with any of the insurance needs. You know, we have certified people that are ex-insurance adjusters, so they can, you know, help with that process as well. So you don't have to have all the stress, and it's very time consuming if you're having to do an insurance process.
Yeah.
So we can handle that for you as well.
And avoiding calling a bunch of different like contractors or subcontractors to do different repairs, that's a pain. So you guys save people time as well.
I definitely do.
Okay, Usslyes Logan, it's great to see you. Thanks so much for stopping by
Great
Houston
seeing
Life.
you, and my sister-in-law, Angela Hernandez, she says to tell you hello.
Your sister-in-law is Angela Hernandez?
Yeah, she told me after I left the show last night.
Small world. Well, hello, Angela. Small Houston world. Big city, small town, right? Usslyes Logan, Roof Fix Houston. Thanks again for stopping by. By the way, the Houston Life special offer, first 25 callers who mention Houston Life and purchase a complete roofing system will get free gutters. That is a $2,500 value. You can call 713-904-3904 or visit rooffixhouston.com to learn more.